My name is Julia, and today I would like to talk about the topic: can an economy grow forever? So let me make it simpler for you. Let's say you discover a magical gold coin that doubles every 25 years. 75 years later, you'd only have 8 coins, but 1,000 years later, you have over a trillion. And just over 46,000 years, your gold coins would outweigh the observable universe. So this periodic doubling is one of the great examples of exponential growth. And while we're not in danger of not finding or discovering a real life golden goose coin, something almost as consequential has been growing like this for the past 200 years. The global economy. So many economists think that an eternally growing economy is necessary to keep improving people's lives. And if the global economy stopped growing, people would fight more over the fixed amount of value that exists rather than working and bonding together to make new values. So that raises the question: is infinite growth possible on a finite planet? We measure economic growth by tracking the total financial value of everything in a country or the world that produces and sells on the market. These products can help us meet basic needs or improve our individual and collective life. But they also crucially take resources to invent, build, and maintain. For example, a car is valuable because it takes gasoline, metal, glasses, technologies, and all sort of stuff that the metal needs to be mined, purified, shaped. The glass have to be melted, they have to be purified, and they also have to be shaped. Moreover, people have to design the hardware and the software for the car. Also, people also have to make many plastic, many chairs, and blah blah blah. Like all of the inventors of this car have to put their heart and their mind into making the product. And it's also important because an MC in a black turtleneck got up on stage and told you it was great for transportation, family hangouts, and blah blah blah. So, how do we grow the total financial of all things? One way is to make more things. For example, one pen, you make 2 pen, and you make 3 pen, and then you just double it. That's what we mean by making new things. Or we can make or invent new things. For example, we invent a car that can fly, a submarine that can talk, a robot that can make teas. So just that's where we hit a smack. New technologies like more phones and computers can generate more demands. And won't we just run out? So to answer these questions, let's consider what goes into the economy and what goes out of an economy. So, its inputs are labor and capital. Its output is some things like new tech. And in the past 200 years, economies have gotten exponentially efficient at making things more efficient at producing more value. Sorry for that. And if we as a species are able to keep upgrading our economy so that they get ever more efficient, we could theoretically pump out more and more value using the same, or let's be really ambitious here, fewer resources. We're actually not in an imminent danger of running out of resources like water or energy, but it gets a little bit of brainstorm here. So to follow up these trails, people need more energy to invent new things, and we hit a smack new things to fix those problems, generate more demands, and they also need energy and new technologies to invent them. So what should we do? This is where many economists disagree with each other. Most economists think that an eternally growing economy is necessary to improve everyone's life, but other economists think that we should shift those into a post-growth economy. A post-growth economy, well, is where that those economists think that we should re-engineer the whole economy. So we should stop ourselves from the addiction from winning to growth and just be fixed on it and focus on things like renewable energy, public health care, and public transportation. That's impressive, but many issues have occurred in achieving one of those two forms of an economy. Eternally growing economy, they can harm the environment. And although they have grown exponentially, many economists think that human ingenuity have also risen exponentially to cope with those problems. Let's follow one of the world's most popular leads, Germany. Well, in between 2002 and 2014, Germany managed to grow their GDP by 12%, no, by 16%, sorry, and just cut their emissions by 12%. That's impressive, but that's not cutting emissions fast enough to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And for this reason and others, some economists think the solution is to re-engineer our economy just as I have told you before. So the "we'll come up with new ideas to solve this problem" approach can seem as realistic as a magical gold coin that just doubles. And we have to fundamentally change our economy's approach can seem politically daunting, as in many rich countries just like Singapore and China. So just one way or another, we still have to re-engineer our economy and make and improve our individual and collective quality of life, as well as protecting the environment. Thank you.